don't, na me don't wo. Na eba no say, no don't queen, na me nye deni. Edruboni na me numwana, anase me kosha konfu. Se obi do wana, ya ini uki kano na mintiyo. If you only power, Ababa way, any me more. You know, yet it comes from the one I say, oh, Sophie. I say, if you lose your good, then you cry. Come on, boy, I'm in tea, or that's it. Busuna meti odasi afi endese ekipimia afi na uko the way one light alive be kwaya ajiona can fero kwaye o sema fu akachiwe bi o na mpa uche o na nyesa ejayo wa go. If you only power, come on at way. Ababa way, any more. You know, yeah, it comes your one. I say, oh, Sophie. I say, it's your Lucia, good, yeah. Then you cry. Any more. See me one more throw. Yeah, man, I'll be on for me, so. Yeah, I'm ready for yeah, I'm ready for my show. Now say I'm gay. One more time when you're me, oh.
Just 10 musicians this morning. This is
I like this song. This remake or remix
Junior
of this Xpressive. It's a beautiful song.
It's really good.
Father and son.
It's really amazing.
Very beautiful.
It's good to see that.
Yeah.
I mean, a choir could step into his father's shoes on that level and do some quality music.
Imagine some of our young high life artists actually, doing things like this with our legends.
That would be fun.
That would be good. Because I know a lot of young people didn't know this song.
Yeah.
But, the remix or the remake of it, actually, oh, this one is nice. I should tell you, there's some music that is timeless music.
Wow.
No matter where you find yourself, you'll still groove with it.
Instead of making that music, would rather talk and chastise each other. But let's begin with this, just to reassure you about the situation on power outages in the country. The Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Great Company, GH0ne, has assured that there is enough power to meet demand. However, if you're experiencing power outages, the GH0ne is announcing that there will be intermittent power outages around the country. Even though there's more power than to meet demand, there are some works going on in the Kaswa and other substations that will be causing these power outages in the next couple of months. So it's not that the country doesn't have power, the country is just working on substations. We can only hope that that's the situation. And in a case of when you are beat down, you get up and fight again, the LGBTQI plus and other letters that would come later community is now raising funds to buy an office in Ghana. after their office in their rented space in Ashorman was stormed by the authorities. So if you're beaten down, you rise up and you come again. And this time, they are buying the office. Oh, wow. This is expressive.
You're welcome to the show. I'm talking about power. Yesterday, I didn't have light. Up till now, I don't have light. I don't understand.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know what is going on.
Well,
but
now you know.
Yeah, I mean, I saw this news last Friday that they were doing something on N1, N2 or something like that. And so I thought it was just a day, thing. But looks like it's not, because I know other people also complaining about, light out and all of it. But so, hopefully it's over soon. Since it's not doomsday and we have a lot of supply, hopefully it's over soon, because some of us cannot sleep in the heat. It's not possible. But on, what would I say, a serious note or an excitement note, our roads, they're getting fixed. Our roads are getting fixed.
I told you.
I'm hoping it's not Sapiti. I'm hoping they're actually fixing the roads well. So after a week, I'll come and give you feedback. But yeah, at least. So, good morning to all the officials who work in Tema West. I say special good morning to you. But it's definitely going to be an interesting show. It's going to be a fun show. Before I move to the quote of the day, sometimes as Africans, it's not sometimes, as Africans, we have that competitive spirit. We have that everything has to be a competition. That I'm in competition with everything and everyone. I need to make it. It's okay. Sometimes competition is good. Sometimes it is okay to compete. But when you say, I'm giving you an example. Oh, I have a big tummy. Then Mansa is by you, your tummy is for. Come and look at my own. Everything is not about competition. Listen, sometimes when somebody does something good and you feel that what the person has done is good, there's no need competing. You can reach out to the person. Oh, Jackie, how did you do this? I also want to do this, but on a better scale. Or I want to do this, but not the same way. How did you do it? You need to seek help. You need to ask people for help, and they'll show you the way. Don't compete blindly when you don't know how they did it, when you don't know how they made it. Competition is okay, but not in every case. Sometimes seek knowledge and also seek help is important. I'll move straight to our quote of the day. Expressive quote of the day. Revolutions are brought about by men who think as men of action and act as men of thoughts. Expressive quote of the day. Revolutions are brought about by men who think as men of action and act as men of thoughts.
Revolution.
That's a quote from Kwame Nkrumah.
Absolutely incredible one. Take a look at our question of the day. So today we're asking, if you had a drone, if you owned one, what would you use it for? If you had a drone, what would you use it for? It'd be interesting to know your ideas of what you want to use your drones for. You probably want to send food to your girlfriend by the drone.
No, definitely for production purposes.
Yeah,
that's what I use it
that's
for.
what you use it for.
Definitely.
TV girl.
What do you expect?
but that example you gave was funny, the stomach example.
Yes, because that's how we are as a country. You say that, oh, I have a headache. Now this headache is what you are. Come and see what is happening.
See my headache.
Like, really? We can't fight over everything.
It's like, come and see my stomach. It's bigger than yours.
Yes.
But they could have said, oh, we can go to the gym together.
That's my point.
I get it.
That's my point.
Understand. I do.
Listen.
I do.
You will stress
By the
me
way,
too much.
Shatawale helped Burna Boy win the Grammy. Just so everybody knows, it's on the record. Go to the internet, you see all the tapes. This is Expressive. My name is Bliss King.
My name is Jackie, and we'll be back after this. Don't go anywhere. We're talking drones and more on the show.
Are you looking for 2 or 3 bedroom luxurious apartments at unbeatable prices? Alphabet City is a brand new gated community located in the top of the serene Sakumono Lagoon. Feeling like splurging a little? Check out our exclusive all-detached house gated community, Le Jardin Symphonique, next door. Sizes range from cozy 3 bedrooms to luxurious 5 bedrooms. We at Waylead are committed to provide you with the best building quality and value for your money. In fact, we are the proud recipient of 2019's Quality Property Firm Award. We are offering discounts up to 10% for early bird buyers. Call us now on 0240 111119 or 050 449 9999 to secure your dream home. The ABC of Home Sweet Home.
As a man on a mission, I am constantly on the move. My work takes me to different places from all walks of life. In the process of time, I have met many successful people with different backgrounds and with different drives. One thing has been common among them all. Like me, they don't compromise on quality, which is why each day as I leave home to face the world, I drive straight to the one place I know I can refuel for the day, because I am assured of quality fuel at an affordable price.
No more! Over the mountain of Ixalo. Mutare Triple S.
Triple S no you're then.
Let them tell you. Factor social distance health.
Here at Santo, quality is affordable.
Santo Energy. Clean fuel, friendly service.
Nido Fortigrow contains essential nutrients to help your child be body and mind ready for school.
I know he's ready because the love I give him grows with him.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Me about your mom.
Isn't it about her activeness?
Yes.
Mom's secret has been HealthLink. HealthLink menstrual cycle tablets enriched in vitamin B1, B2, and B12 provided a boost of energy to keep her going during menses. She made HealthLink Healthy Woman, enriched in vitamins, iron, and folic acid, her companion. Look at how healthy her hair, nails, and skin looks thanks to HealthLink Hair, Nails, and Skin tablets. The HealthLink Menopause tablet has boosted her immune system, proper muscle functioning, and strong bones. All the tablets are food supplements to be taken once a day by persons above 12 years.
And the menopause tablet is suitable only for women in their menopausal stage. Available in pharmacies and chemical shops. Bulk purchase. Contact Pharma Trust Limited. Call 0561 088 663 0561 088 666. Health Link, your link to a healthier lifestyle. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Food and Drugs Authority.
Lawful wedded wife to having to hold from this day forward.
I do.
I knew it.
How much drama can you enjoy? See it feely with HD Plus. Get the best companion for your HD TV with HD Plus. Dial *879# to activate and enjoy the first 2 months for free.
Well, welcome back. This is Xpressive. We are live on GH0ne TV, and we're still talking about the brand Ghana agenda. We're pushing, everything that's made in Ghana. And today we have a company that produces drones right here in the studio. King will sit with the CEO to have a discussion. But before the discussion, I'll bring you a brief presentation on drones, a brief history on drones. And so we'll start with this. In 1783, the first UAV, and UAV is unmanned aerial vehicles. So the first UAV, which was in a hot air balloon form, was operated without human pilot, just so you know. And it was designed by Joseph Michael and Jacques Etienne Martinville at public demonstration in Annonay, that's in France. However, in 1849, an Australian artillery lieutenant, Franz von, invested the first balloon bomb for military use to attack Venice, but they were ineffective. And in 1858, we saw the first aerial photographer, Gaspar Felix, took the first aerial photography from a hot air balloon in Paris, France. Unfortunately, the photographer he is lost in history. We can't see him. We don't know who he is. So, yeah, that's a bit of history for you. But I want to know, what is the purpose of drones? Why drones? So drones serve a variety of purposes, such as recreational, photography, commercial, and military. However, there are two basic functions, are flight and navigation. To achieve flight, drones consist of a power source, such as battery or fuel, rotors, propellers, and a frame. The last one, drone in recent years has been used for the capturing of live events. Drones are now being commonly used these days to capture addresses by politicians, concerts, and live sports events. They can provide a perspective to the audience that no other technology can provide. So that's it for the drones. And of course, we're giving you just a brief history on what drones can do, so that at least you can purchase, or you can endorse this Ghanaian company that we're about to speak to. So Bliss is on the other side, and he's going to have a conversation with the CEO of this drone manufacturing company right here in Ghana. King?
Interesting stuff. Thank you, Jackie. Well, I bet the question on everyone's mind is, are these drones really, really manufactured in Ghana? I'd like to welcome the CEO of Soko Area Robotics, Kofi Owusu-Adusei. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing very well. What about you?
I'm good. An interesting presentation there. The drones are used now for capturing live events. And many people at their weddings want to have a drone shot. But what were the true beginnings, or the true utility? What was the real purpose of drone creation from the beginning?
I mean, drones were primarily created to help work in terms of efficiency and to do the dirty works that, when you compare human life, it is better to send in a robot to do that work. So primarily drones are these devices that are helping to improve work efficiency, at the same time to save humans from doing all these dirty works.
What do you mean dirty works? So for instance, we would understand that the US military would do an operation in Afghanistan somewhere, just send drones to bomb people out. Is that what you mean by the dirty work?
So what I mean by dirty work, it could be, for example, currently drones are being used on the oil rig for oil inspection in terms of the fire stacks. And these are very dangerous areas for human beings to go just to check the conditions of these assets. And drones can go closer to these assets and give you details of the conditions of these assets.
Without a human
being going there. The same way, if you are if you want to find out what an enemy is doing, you can be at a certain distance and still get vital information without losing any casualty or without losing any physical soldier. Yeah.
Okay, let's answer the big question now. Do you truly make these drones in this country?
That is a very interesting question. These drones are made here in Ghana with the support of the Ghana Armed Forces Signal Regiment.
Okay.
And it started last year with the support of the Support Service Commander, Brigadier General Matthew Asian and Soko area. And our first drone was Xpressive, which was a fixed wing.
So you named the drones?
Yes.
So the first one is Xpressive.
I didn't name it. One of the engineers, he's very motivated, Ferdinand. He said, boss, I think after all the failures and with this success, let's give this drone this name, Xpressive.
What does Xpressive mean, though?
Xpressive means kind of like our victory, because it really gave us that confidence.
Okay.
Yes, that we, after all these years, we could do this.
Okay.
And it really gave us the confidence that, hey, let's keep pushing. And this fixed wing actually changed the whole game for us.
So that was the Nkunim was the very first one.
Nkunim was the
How
very
many
first
more
one.
drones have you made after that? Hundreds, maybe?
We've made about 6, but before Nkunim, we have crashed more than 10. And it failed. At some point, I got frustrated because it was money going. But the spirit of the boys kept
you going. What did some of these drones fail, though? You want to tell us why?
So, first of all, there was a lack of knowledge in terms of the technical knowledge. And most of my guys, not necessarily, are not like coming directly from the industry. Some are hobbyists, some are also engineers. But we bringing all of these guys together, it was like we are creating a new field of engineers. And with their fundamental education from their universities, it was also a new field for them. But they stood up to this challenge. They were working overnight, and they gave us this success.
That's incredible. Let's take the story from the top. Where you're a graduate of the Ghana Communication Technology University, I believe, GCTU.
Yes.
Those were your beginnings as a technology student, I believe.
Yes.
But why drones for you? What made you so passionate about drones from the jump?
During my master's study in Germany, I just needed a 3-credit course to complete my 120 credit hour. And a Pakistani student, a senior, said, "Oh, Kofi, there is this course, Satellite and Communication Navigation System, which is very easy to pass. Just go and sit in the class, and you can pass."
Just complete your hours.
Yes, just to complete my hours and leave. And I really enjoyed the class. The professor was part of the European science program for the Galileo project. And the motivation for the Europeans trying to build their own satellite was purely because they realized that they are the mercies of the US with their GPS, and they needed to build their own. And secondly, Germany has a very short period for agriculture. So they needed some kind of aerial data to help their farmers increase productivity as well as increase their farm efficiency.
But they have a short period, meaning?
So they only have to farm in...
and a short period of time?
Yeah, they cannot farm in summer.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, in winter. They only farm in
the summer.
In the summer. So you should make sure that you farm so much that you can live off it during the winter. And doing so, these technologies were being used effectively to help them with land management as well as crop health management. And that was what really...
That was the motivation in that study.
Back in Ghana, I knew agriculture is a big thing, but we don't have the capacity to go to the satellite level. But then, during the course, we saw the need for the low altitude technology, and that's where the drones fit in. And even with the drones, you get more details and quality information in terms of what the crops are telling you or in terms of what the soil is telling you.
That's interesting. It looks like a great utility. What did you yourself decide to, come? You could have, stayed in Germany and enjoyed the technology over there. But what was that driving force for you to say, I want to do something in Ghana that's very technologically oriented?
My driving force is comes from different angles. First of all, I have this friend, Richard in Japan. He actually gave me my first job after university. And when I was working with him and I got the scholarship, I told him, "Richard, I'm going to school." And he said, "I will not stop you. You should go and make sure you come back because people like you are more useful to this country." So at the back of my mind, even throughout school, it was ringing in my mind. And Major Esau, he constantly kept telling me to come back. And I knew coming back, I cannot come and compete for the already existing jobs, but I should come with something different.
Something that you've studied that can help this country.
Yes. And we tried a couple of things, didn't work, but this really worked for us. And the military has been very helpful, very, very helpful in terms of pushing this technology, especially with the signal directorate.
Just give me some. I see the drone on the screens there. Your guys are working, but give me a perspective of how long did it take, for example, to create Nkunim, your very first successful drone? What's the time period? What kind of work did you have to do to achieve that?
So Nkunim took us about 2 months.
Okay.
Nkunim took us about 2 months, and what happened was that we didn't have all the materials. First of all, the materials were a big problem.
Okay.
And we used to make these drones with styrofoam. And we went looking for a company around Spintex. And this company gave us the material. We told them what we wanted to do.
Okay.
And they gave us the material. Oh, go and try. If it works, fine. And after they gave us the material, we were still stuck with a lot of material that we needed. Some we build here, others we have to import. For example, we had to go all the way to Soko to go and buy used batteries from laptops for 50 pesos, pick them out, recycle them, and then use it to power the drone. Because the one that we bought, upon one of the tests, it crashed. And we don't have money to go and order a new battery. And the guys really came out with this innovative idea that we can actually recycle laptop batteries and use it to build.
So you go to Soko, you buy some laptops, remove the batteries.
No, I mean, the repair guys, they sell these damaged
used batteries
for 50 pesos, 1 CD. And normally, a laptop battery will have about 4 cells in them.
Okay.
And there's some possibility that the middle cells will still be working. But the other
so you
side
key into those circuits and make it work.
And then we use those batteries.
That's very interesting. Talk about your collaboration with the Ghana Army. I know you've mentioned Major a lot.
Yeah.
But how supportive has the Ghana Army been? I mean, for Soko, who is making drones. I hope the military also would be benefiting from the drones you've started making now, right?
The military has been very instrumental and very supportive because day in, day out, our designs are scrutinized by their operations.
Okay.
Because there is this saying that every drone is designed for a specific mission. And they being our partners, we need to give them some inputs in terms of enhancing their work and also making sure that they are safe on the battlefield. So every day, these designs that we do under their leadership, they come, they observe, they advise us in terms of how they will also use it. And those changes are being fed into the loop to make sure that the technology meets the defense innovation.
Okay.
And you could see that they are not only thinking about Ghana, but they are thinking about our neighboring countries, that once we get it right here, we should be able to export this technology outside.
That's incredible. You said every drone is developed for a specific mission.
Yes.
What missions do you develop drones for?
So currently we are working specifically in 2 fields. So we are looking at the surveillance and defense, and then also in agriculture.
Talk about agriculture for a moment. How would these drones be helpful, especially in the area of agriculture here in Ghana?
So currently, with the sensors that we are working on, they are kind of sensors that we attach onto these drones. They are able to help us identify the crop health. It's purely photosynthesis, but our human visual eye cannot see how the plant is performing. But once we are able to open up a certain spectrum, we're able to see how the plant is performing. And we can also use drones for spraying. You know, when you look at the traditional way of spraying the field, where you have a man-pack going to the field and spraying all that, it's time-consuming and it's also very ineffective. But with drones, you can actually automate the drone to spray these fields in a very short time and cover a huge area. At the same time, you have very good spot targets in terms of reaching the areas that you want to reach on the field. So in the area of spraying and data science in terms of crop health, these drones are really helping.
That's incredible. Give me some information about drones and how they fly, though. I hear there are no-fly zones even in the city.
Yes.
There are areas that drones cannot fly at, I believe.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Why so?
So some areas are considered as security installations.
Okay.
And these security installations have certain restrictions. And these restrictions have different levels. So we have prohibited areas and restricted areas.
Okay.
And it's because of the events that goes on there and how it will harm you, the pilot, as well as the drone. That's why you are being restricted. A typical example is the airport. I'm sure you will not be happy if somebody should fly a drone to kind of meet an airplane where maybe your relative is sitting on it. And these are restricted areas.
Okay.
Certain sensitive areas like military installations, the cluster house, all these places have national security interest, and
They won't allow you to fly over those areas.
Because unless your intention.
What happens, however, if your drone gets into that area? What happens to your drone?
A lot of.
Does it cease to work in the air? Does it crash? What happens to it?
So some manufacturers tends to have some kind of technologies on board. We call the geofencing. For example, the largest manufacturer, DJI, they have a geofencing technology that when, for example, when you get closer to the airport, it forms some kind of a dome around the airport, and this dome prevents you from having a vertical access into the airport as well as a horizontal access into the airport. But there are other technologies also available on certain drones that do not have such restrictions.
These are not physical barriers, are they?
No, they are. If you want to work in that area, you need to go to the authorizing body to seek permission
to fly into that
because they can help you get what we call a waiver. So a waiver is kind of a permit to work in there.
To fly through that area.
Yes,
but what I'm asking is these barriers, are they physical barriers or they are technologically created barriers? Or when you fly into a zone, your engine might seize or it might just be flagged and dropped?
They are technological barriers.
Okay, so in the air?
No. So, for example, we have one we call no-fly zone, NF.
Okay. Right.
What happens is that when I'm in a no-fly zone, the aircraft will not even take off.
It would not even
take off.
It would disable your engine totally?
Completely.
And that's some technology.
Yes.
Wow.
And then behind the no-fly zone, we have what we call the near no-fly zone. So you have some kind of relaxed parameter. So maybe you could fly to 30 meters. That is the limited height that it will give you. But you cannot also go into the zone, the restricted zone. So this comes in different levels. And once you go to the
craft, yeah?
Yes.
What does it take to fly a drone?
I think it takes intuition and having the sense of
everybody can be a drone, but if you have the correct intuition, is that what you're saying?
No, what I want to say is that you need to take out the fear of losing something.
Losing the drone.
Losing the drone. I will use myself as an example. When we started this company, I was scared to let go of the technologies to my team. But at some point I told myself, if I don't have the confidence to let them go and use the technology to work,
how would you guys progress?
How would I going to progress? So then, I after the training and everything, I had the confidence, I gave them the equipment, and they have delivered. But they knew the cost of this equipment, they knew the responsibilities that comes with it, and they have never failed. So as I said, it's the intuition and the confidence
to fly.
To fly. And
you speak very highly of your team.
I mean, they are the company. Without them, we wouldn't have been where we are. Like, there are times when we started, we couldn't pay salaries. These guys will work as if the month is not even due. You know? So I think they are a new crop of people that I have come across. And their spirit keeps me awake because you can't let them down. They have given so much. And I don't know, but honestly, you need to pay us a visit. And you see how they transition very fast.
I'm interested in that. What kind of human resource do you need to have a team that creates drones? What background of study do you need to be a part of that kind of a team?
You know, the funny thing, the lead, he doesn't even have a degree in engineering.
He doesn't? He's not an engineer?
He doesn't.
Oh, yeah?
He did geography.
Social sciences.
Geography, yeah. Our head of pilot training, he did political science.
That's interesting.
But if he educates you about drones, it will surprise you. But I think it's about whoever is leading the team. I have broken down, I am an engineer, I have broken the engineering to the very barest minimum for them to take it. And they have not, made any mistake with that. But as we are progressing, we are trying to shape the industry, especially the kind of market we are creating. And just last year, the military supported in selecting very unique young ones through the National Service Scheme. So we got one guy from aerospace, We got 2 guys from UMAT. One was mechanical engineer and one was electrical engineer. We got 2 from GTUC or GCUC, and they are telecommunication and IT. And with this new blend that we had, there was a massive change because all we needed was to transform this raw skill that they have to suit what we wanted to do.
That's interesting.
The formal and informal team that we have, and the kind of how they collaborate at the lab is what give us this success.
As a drone maker, drone producer, what are some of the most difficult missions to produce a drone for?
Surveillance, because they are mission critical. They are mission critical. Information that you need is timely, and this information given on time helps the relevant bodies to make timely decisions to save me and you from any adversary that may want to attack us.
That's interesting. When you hear of drones right from the jump, the first thing that comes to your mind is security or military. Is it because most drones are tailored towards the military?
No, I think because the technology emerged from that industry.
Okay.
Because initially it wasn't so accessible to me and you. It was a covert technology used by the Israelis, the US, and other things. But today, advancements in technology has made the technology open, and that's why we have it very accessible.
I believe it's not difficult then to create the drones that are used for wedding receptions and drone shots at weddings. Those are easier ones.
Yes,
those are easier ones. Yes. You can make those ones easily.
Yeah, but it will take some bit of learning. There's a small learning curve. After you've gone through that learning curve and you've had your fair share of cuts and bruises, you will be able to get there.
Tell me about the problems, the real challenges that you are encountering today as a drone maker in this country.
I think one of our biggest problems is material. Material. When you look at the value chain, we cannot say as a company we want to manufacture every single component on the drone. But in a country where we cannot even source even a single component, it makes manufacturing a bit expensive. So, for example, the material side, if we can get 60% of the raw materials here, it will be a very big boost and accelerate the growth.
Talk me through these materials a bit. What do I need to create a drone? You mentioned styrofoam.
Yes.
Is that a major component of making a drone?
Every drone is made up of 3 parts, like 3 major parts. Okay. You have the airframe, you have the propulsion system, and then you have the command and control system. Now, if it's a typical multicopter, the one you see people using to do the weddings, we call them multicopters. So it's a 4 propeller, 4 motor system. You can start with a 3D printing the frames. You can do that.
Okay.
You can 3D print the frames. And as I said, the airframe is made up of a landing gear, a motor arm, and then what we call a frame holder. So you put there. And fixed wings are quite difficult. That is when we use the styrofoam in place of the 3D printing material. So styrofoam is what we are currently using. But with our material team, we are looking at carbon fiber. We are looking at carbon fiber. Carbon fiber is more stronger. We can go more high altitude because with military application, you need to go very high altitude to kind of make sure that the enemy do not spot you. Currently, we are using styrofoam, and the material team is researching how to use carbon fiber.
How high can a drone go?
It depends on the power. It depends on the power. But at the same time, certain things may limit your drone in terms of your vertical and horizontal distance. Power is one, which then means endurance. And then the other one is communication range. Because when you look at the current operation, we have what we call visual line of sight. What that means is that you should be able to see the drone as you are operating it. But there's another form of operation where you don't necessarily see the drone, but the drone is still in operation. So that kind of operation requires different communication infrastructure. And the beyond visual line of sight comes a bit of cost. So that means that you're going through the satellite to get to the drone. And that is like a dedicated link for you to reach the drone.
So you can control it from...
You can control it from ground.
That's wild.
Another technology is what we call the cell site piggybacking. So I can have a drone put in a SIM card. So if I want to fly it from here to Kumasi, all I need to know is that make sure the SIM can ping on the various cell sites. So the drone, as long as there's enough power and the drone can go there, I can go through the internet and know the position of the drone.
Okay.
So it's just like maybe you send somebody...
That's called a
piggybacking. You piggyback on the cell towers.
Give me an idea of in distance or maybe in feet, how high a drone can go.
So, first of all, there is a limitation in this country. You're not supposed to go above 400 feet.
400 feet.
400 feet.
That should be your limit.
Yes.
But elsewhere, worldwide, what's the highest?
Military, you can go as far as 30,000 feet. Because those aircrafts can actually
handle
such
feet.
Yes.
And we'll just hide over there.
Just hide over there with heavy payloads, and it can still zoom to the ground to still see everything.
I'm asking because I read on the Osama bin Laden killing, and the drones hung in the air for months, just taking these pictures, taking the shots of, and then after about 2.5 months, they saw someone come to the garden and it picked that information. So how long also can a drone just hang up there and just be taking data?
So we have about a couple of classes. Such drones, we call them high altitude drones. And high altitude drones currently can do about 24 hours to 36 hours. So in the air, it's constant being in the air. So when after the fuel runs down, it needs to land and then refuel.
Okay.
And those drones are like Global Hawk, the Predator. Those drones can stay in the air for a long time.
Wow, that's interesting. Let's take a look at your military partnership and a small video that's going to be played now. Just take a look. We're back to wrap up the conversation.
I first got to know the team from Soko area when we were tasked to provide surveillance and then aerial view from one of Ghana Forces major operations, which is fire combat operations in Wandasi. So the firepower demonstration is conducted annually for Ghana Forces to display its firepower to students, especially from the Ghana Forces Command and Staff College. The idea was to be able to live stream whatever each component was doing on the battlefield, and then to project these visuals to an operations room so that those at the operation rooms, including commanders, could have clear visualization of whatever was happening on the battlefield. So we did that, and it was very successful. And for the past 3 years, each year we are invited to provide the same services. I've known Soko area for the past 3 years, and then we've been involved in a number of projects. I first got to know the team from Soko area when we were tasked to provide surveillance and then aerial view from one of Ghana Forces major operations, which is fire combat operations in Wandasi. So the firepower demonstration is conducted annually for Ghana Forces to display its firepower to students, especially from the Ghana Forces Command and Staff College. The idea was to be able to live stream whatever each component was doing on the battlefield, and then to project these visuals to an operations room so that those at the operation rooms, including commanders, could have clear visualization of whatever was happening on the battlefield. So we did that, and it was very successful. And for the past 3 years, each year we are invited to provide the same services.
Major Benjamin Ajay, full of praise for your company over there. Looks like you have a great partnership with the military.
He is such a, I don't know, he really believes in this vision, and he has been a very great support. Just like the entire leadership of the Signal Regiment and the Directorate of Communication.
Okay. In every industry, there's competition.
Yeah.
Is there competition in the drone making industry in Ghana?
I would say that the kind of competition that I see has to do with the other services that we provide.
Okay.
In terms of the commercial services, but in terms of manufacturing, we don't have any competitor yet. But that said, I focus on those companies that are not yet in the industry, because they will come and surprise you. So we are always on our toes trying to innovate.
Do better.
Yeah.
Before we wrap it up, how long before Soko becomes DGI?
I would say we've given ourselves about 5 to 6 years.
5 to 6 years.
Yes, and even with the years that we've done, we also kind of surprised about our fast growth, and we constantly keep pushing to make sure that we get to where we want to get.
What are the long-term plans for drone making from Soko?
First of all, to focus on the capacity building of the youth.
Okay.
Because, as I said, there is so much in this industry that we can export, and currently we have so many graduates looking at all kinds of different angles. And I think this industry provides an alternative to computer engineering students, mechanical engineering students, IT students to pay attention to, because it's a multidisciplinary industry, and you have all these things playing a role in terms of how to get a simple drone to fly. And the earlier we build specialized fields, the earlier this industry will survive, because we lost out on the mobile world. I mean, we become a huge users of mobile phones, and when you look around, we don't have any manufacturer. So I feel we need to go back to the basics, even though the other countries have taken the lead. But we need to go back to the basics and find out where we can fit and make sure that we have a sustainable market within the technology.
Indeed, just like we are focusing on Ghana this month, and of course you're a Ghanaian drone maker, convince us that your drones are great enough for us to buy, at least for our weddings and drone shots.
So for your weddings and drone shots, unfortunately, we don't make those kind of drones, but
okay.
we have partners that make those ones that we can always recommend.
Also here in the country?
No.
Okay.
So it's a school a company in Hungary where I did my professional course.
Okay.
And they produce very durable drones for high endurance. Okay. So we can also recommend them. But when it comes to surveillance and agriculture, that's where our strength is. And also any related drone, we can help you with advisory services and training, as well as technical support.
That's interesting. It's great stuff you're doing anyways. And
thank you.
Looks like these drones will be very useful in terms of agriculture. We're just discussing this yesterday on the show, and we're all finding ways to make sure that our produce, our farming practices are better, irrigation is better. And so I think in the long term, those two worlds should be bridged together to do something good.
And I also think if we have the interest of driving the youth to agriculture, we've done it through all kinds of means, and we could still see that we're not getting the youth there. Technology could be another way to get the youth there. Because most of these young people know the technology, and the peasant farmers know the farming. So we should go and help them increase their yields using technology. And I think we can push the youth through technology to help these farmers. Not necessarily going to take the farmer's job, but to augment the farmer's process to get better yield, get good quality yield, and can have a sustainable industry.
Well, it's really amazing what you do, Kofi Owusu-Adusei. Thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you, please.
Kofi Owusu-Adusei is the CEO of Soko Aerial Robotics, making robots, making drones here in Ghana. It's really interesting. This was my drone one-on-one lesson today. I learned about drones today the whole time. So I hope you learned something too. I'm back with Jackie as we celebrate a couple of people after this.
Barcelona limited edition pack now before the final whistle blows on this promotion.
This advert is FDA approved.
Are you looking for 2 or 3 bedroom luxurious apartments at unbeatable prices? Alphabet City is a brand new gated community located in the top of the serene Sakumono Lagoon. Feeling like splurging a little? Check out our exclusive all-detached house gated community, GH0ne Symphonique, next door. Sizes range from cozy 3 bedrooms to luxurious 5 bedrooms. We at Waylead are committed to provide you with the best building quality and value for your money. In fact, we are the proud recipient of 2019's Quality Property Firm Award. We are offering discount up to 10% for early bird buyers. Call us now on 0240 111119 or 050 449 9999 to secure your dream home. The ABC of Home Sweet Home.
As a man on a mission, I am constantly on the move. My work takes me to different places from all walks of life. In the process of time, I have met many successful people with different backgrounds and with different drives. One thing has been common among them all. Like me, they don't compromise on quality, which is why each day as I leave home to face the world, I drive straight to the one place I know I can reach you over the day, because I am assured of quality fuel at an affordable price.
No more! Over the mountain, big salute. Mucha triple S.
Triple S no you're there.
Make them tell you. Soko social distance health.
Here at Santo, quality is affordable.
Santo Energy, clean fuel, friendly service.
Nido Fortigrow contains essential nutrients to help your child be body and mind ready for school.
I know he's ready because the love I give him grows with him.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Worms are dangerous and can have devastating effect on your body. With worms, one can experience body itching, nausea, and even retarded growth in children. You need Trazol 400 albendazole tablets and suspension to kill these worms in your system and set you free. Trazol 400 albendazole tablets and suspension kills intestinal worms and can be taken at any time of the day, not only at night. Again, there's no need to take a sweetener before you take Trazol 400 albendazole tablet or suspension. Available in pharmacies and drugstores. For bulk purchase, contact PharmaTrust Limited or call 0561 088 663, 0561 088 666. Not recommended for children below 2 years and pregnant women. Trazol 400, your family dewormer. This advertisement has been
This is Xpressive, back with Jackie.
Yes, I'm here. You're welcome back. And I hope you enjoyed that interview. I really enjoyed it. And I think we should support, people like this. It's not easy. And I like the fact that at least we've put the spotlight on this person. So that next time when you're asked which, Ghanaian company
drone makers,
Not even drone. I mean, Ghanaian manufacturing companies.
Yeah.
At least you can mention Soko too,
Soko.
Soko too. Soko aerial
robotics.
Aerial robotics, you can mention them, and it's beautiful. So it's not just Kantanka that is doing something beautiful. There's a lot of other Ghanaians are doing something beautiful. So I mean, I have a message here before we go to celebrate. Good morning, Bliss and Jackie. I'm Boniface Yeboah from Draso. I'm a photographer and I use the drone to capture great number of candid shots and give my clients an everlasting memory. That's nice. That means you're a rich photographer because the drone, I know people who rent the drone. You know what I'm talking about, but I mean, that's what I say. I'll use mine for production. So indeed, I mean, there are lots of people that will use it for that, but I guess yesterday would probably have a different use.
Agricultural purposes.
For the drone. So yeah. I mean,
in the future, we'll bring them together and make sure that they achieve something for us as a country, which is really important. We begin to celebrate Magdalene and Margaret Ba. Xpressive celebrates you both today.
Twins?
Yes, Magdalene and Margaret Ba.
Beautiful.
May your new age bring you new blessings. May the Almighty God grant you long life and prosperity, success, wealth, good marriage, and the fruit of the womb.
Amen.
Happy birthday, beautiful twins.
Aww. And they're 24.
Yeah, 24.
Hey, you guys, you look older.
Wow.
You look older than 24.
Anyways,
I
have a suggestion for them both. You guys can try to get pregnant at the same time.
Why?
Because they are twins.
Is it by force?
Some people do it.
Happy birthday, Magdalene and Margaret Ba. I want to have twins, so I tap into this blessing.
Tap it. You guys should get pregnant together. Get married together too if you want.
Xpressive celebrates you. Do you have another?
Yes, also Xpressive celebrates Ben Nunu Mensah, president of the Ghana Olympic Committee. Happy birthday, and also congratulations on your re-elections as the GOC president. Mr. Ben Nunu Mensah, congratulations once again.
Happy birthday, Xpressive celebrates you. Wish you all the best.
You are re-elected and it's your birthday.
Double celebration. But it's COVID, so just moderate the celebration. All right, so let's say happy birthday to Charles Chumesi. Today is your birthday, and happy birthday to Charles Chumesi, my wonderful brother. Thinking of you today on your special day and sending cheerful wishes your way. I hope you have a great celebration and that the year ahead brings much happiness, success, and everything else you're wishing for. From your sister, Sandra Chumesi. So happy birthday, Charles Chumesi. This from your lovely sister, Sandra Chumesi. Xpressive celebrates you. Wish you all the best. Happy birthday.
This one that Charles is looking like girl.
He's
looking like girl them sugar.
If today is your birthday, we say happy birthday to you. We celebrate you today. Make sure you enjoy your day, but enjoy cautiously. We're not out of the woods. COVID is still with us. So wear your mask, protect yourself as you celebrate your birthday.
And if you get a chance, of course, take a jab. We're all here together.
Yeah,
but
important.
Better days ahead, obviously. And so many things for us to look forward to. Keep yourself safe. And thank you for watching our program.
We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is a Health and Wellness Wednesday. A lot of you suffer from sleep disorder. Tomorrow we discuss that on the show. So don't go anywhere. Just stay with us. Do enjoy the rest of our programs. My name is Jackie.
My name is Bliss King. Thank you for watching.